This is a quick performance installation video for K10725 for a small block Alternator power steering bracket using the P-Series power steering pump. We're going to start by taking our 1/2 inch thick plate here, taking 3/8 by 1 1/4 bolts, and then bolting them up here to the cylinder head. These two here will screw down, and we'll leave this one blank for the rest of it to actually go from the front plate all the way through into the back. We're ready to do a little bit of pre-assembly here, so we're going to take our front plate, and we have a couple of 5-inch bolts. We're going to drop in here, and then we have a 4 1/4 inch, 4 1/2 inch, 4 1/4 inch. We're going to put that there, and then we're going to flip the plate over like so. Okay, down here we have our 3/4 inch outside diameter. And then we're going to load up our 2-inch tubes here. Have our back plate, comes in just like so. And then the 2 spacer tubes to get onto the head. We're ready to attach it to the engine. All right, we're ready to install the bracket. We're going to be installing it on the upper threaded bolt hole on the block, the through hole here, and the threaded hole here. Now we have left this just finger tight for any adjustment that we need as we're getting it screwed up. So we're just going to get everyone started. Get that to slide in there. Okay, now we're just going to take this up to finger tight here. This one going all the way through into the cylinder head. And then this one down here as well. And we will torque these here in just one moment. We're going to start by torquing the 1/2 inch plate to the cylinder head. 3/8 bolt we call spec out of 25 foot-pounds. We'll do this one and then we'll hop around and do the one on the other side. Now we're going to reach in with our extension. 3/8 bolt, 25 foot-pounds again. Now we're ready for the front plate. We're going to start by torquing the one that goes all the way through into the cylinder head. And what we need to do is actually pick up on the plate a little bit and just take the weight off of the bolt so it goes in nice, straight, and true. And once we do that, it's held in place and we can It is important to actually follow the torque spec. One, so you don't over torque it and actually you can damage either the threads in the cylinder head or damage the plate itself. But also so it's not too loose either. It's a good thing to follow. We're ready to install the alternator, so we're going to take our 3/8 by 3 1/2 inch bolt and slide that in. And then this ear here is actually metric because it came off of a, well, this is our Power Master, but the design is from the early 90s Chevrolet trucks, and they were all metrics. So you will have to switch between your SAE and your metric. Sorry about that, but it makes for a better install. We have a washer and nut for the back side here. Just slide that on. And now we will go ahead and torque this down. This will be 25 foot-pounds. This will be 15 foot-pounds. We're ready to install the idler, so we're going to take our 12mm bolt, bring it in from the back side, and there's a reason to bring it in from the back side. We'll load up our idler mount, the pulley, and you'll see that this is actually a flange nut, and the reason why we bring it in from the back side is so that that has a nice seat on that bearing there and will not damage it. 12mm bolt will torque this down to 50 foot-pounds. We're ready to install the power steering pump. You can see there's 2 different levels here. So a little bit longer spacer here, a little bit longer bolt. Just get it up there and get all 3 started. And then these are 10mm bolts. So we will torque those down to 37 foot-pounds. All right, we're ready to torque. We're ready to install the pulley here, and we do that by just mounting it up to begin with. And then we have this tool here. You can get one of these. You can actually borrow one from O'Reilly or your local parts store. This is one that we keep just on hand. We've even modified it so it has this Allen head in there so you can actually get it screwed down nice and tight. And then you just want to snug it up. We actually use an impact. Hold the pulley like so. Get it started. Send it. Sometimes you have to pull it off a little bit to check, see your progress. We've made marks on ours so we can see when it stops spinning, so we don't over torque it. It's almost there, just a little. There you go. And what I'm looking for, this is actually the reason why we wanted this, is so when it's time to take it off, a little bit easier. But what we're looking for here is a flush mount. We want the shaft and the pulley to be flush with each other. That makes sure that our grooves are lined up with our pulley. All right, we're ready to install the belt. In this iteration, we have the tensioner only bracket over here. This will actually go underneath the water pump. I'll do that for just a second. But then I'll actually slide this up here and get it on the bottom. Now I can take my 15 millimeter I have loaded up and bring that down. We do want a little bit of a tight fit. We do a great job of calling out a belt for you to use in the installation instructions, but what we're really going to look at is where the tensioner marks land. We want it to be a little bit tight to start with, because as this belt takes a set, it's going to sink down further into the grooves. It's also going to stretch a little bit, effectively all making it longer. So we want a pretty short belt to start with. Let's take a look at those tensioner marks. Here you'll see 3 tensioner marks, and then this is an indicator which also acts as a hard stop. So we would like to see it somewhere in between these 2 close together marks. If you're somewhere here, we probably need to look at a shorter belt. Thank you for watching this quick performance installation video. If you have any questions about your install or just want to have some more information, please give us a call or give us an email. We want to hear from you. Also, if you have any pictures of your install, we would love to share those on social media, or if they're good enough, might even put them on the product page. Thank you.